Hi, I'm Anthony Gascoigne from North Hertfordshire College.
Hi, I'm David Brett-Lavelle and I'm a chef lecturer here at North Herts College.
Today we are going to be preparing some squid for a later video where we're going to be doing two separate dishes. We've got some beautiful squid here today. In terms of storage, it's always good just to keep a damp J-cloth over the top with some cling film, just to keep it nice and fresh as well. It just gives it a little bit more better keeping quality. So we've got the squid here, we've got the body of the squid, and we've got the head of the squid here. So we're going to get that on our chopping boards. And first thing we are going to do is to take off the tentacles, because we can use those in our calamari later. So calamari is just the French term for that particular dish. So simply floured and deep fried. So we're going to take those off to start with. So at the front of the head here, you have what's called the beak. So we are going to just cut in front of the beak and just take off those lovely tentacles. Okay. So
this is squid, but is there a difference between that and cuttle?
Absolutely. Cuttlefish is just a different species. Little interesting fact when they talk about squid ink for usage in risottos and things like that. It's not actually from the squid, it's from the cuttlefish, because the cuttlefish has more squid content. In fact, we were down at Billingsgate Fish Market with the students the other week, and you could tell the difference between the cuttlefish and the squid and the ink content. It was oozing out of the cuttlefish. Beautiful. So all we're going to do now, squid preparation is very, very easy, and you don't even need to use a knife. You can use your hands. So first thing we're going to do is literally just pull on the heads and pull the internal organs out. They are going to go into our waste. It's important to keep yourself nice and clean and tidy, and just clean down as you go as well. So we've got some damp J-cloths. So we're now going to remove the quill or the feather, and we're just going to pull that out as well, hopefully in one piece. That hasn't. So we're just going to pull that out, and that's just a piece of cartilage which we can't use, so we're going to get rid of that. The loins, the tender loins here of the squid, we're just going to pull aside. Just use your fingers to almost seam fillet it with your hands, and just pull those off. Some people would discard those. We're not. We're going to use them. We're going to use them part of the calamari process. Too good to waste. Got to be very careful with the cooking of them, though. Overcooking them. And obviously squid goes from something quite tender to something very, very, very tough. In terms of the membrane, the flesh, we're just going to pull that off as well. And that's going to go in the bin. So just pull that off a little bit more. Same with the loins here. What you find with these, it's sometimes good just to use your knife just to pull them off. Like so. Just use your knife just to scrape off. And with seafood in general is so expensive, it's really, really key, really, really important to use all of the squid. Utilize as much of it as you possibly can, or seafood. Nothing goes to waste with the cost of fish in general. So we're just going to trim that. Just get rid of any of the dark bits, like so. What we're going to do now with these, with the body, we just need to give it a good clean out on the inside. Give it a good wash out. Same with the rest of the squid, we'll just give it a quick wash. Okay, so we've got the squid. It's had a thorough wash of the interior cavity. We're just going to trim it down a little bit further, do a little bit more preparation. The end part here, we're just going to trim away. And then we're going to cut our calamari wings. We are going to be stuffing this squid, and we don't necessarily need the whole tube there. This just gives us another dish on our menu, a nice little starter of some calamari. So some nice, very sharp knife required. Squid flesh can be tough, so you just need to trim those off. There's two methods of cookery for squid, either really low and slow, or hard and fast in terms of the cookery process. So we've got our tentacles, which we're going to dredge with flour. We've got our rings here as well, which are going to be dredged in flour and deep fried for our calamari. Same process for the wings. We've made a stuffing for the tube here. Some of that has actually gone into it for flavour as well, but the rest we will slice up, we'll put into the calamari too. Off the back of a video we did before on a stuffed squid, we kept the tentacles and we kept the trimmings, and we're going to make a very simple calamari. In terms of the squid itself, we've got, like I said, the tentacles, which are beautiful and tender when cooked quickly, and we've got some nice calamari rings from the body as well. Okay, I've got a seasoned flour. It's seasoned with cayenne and a little bit of salt as well, just to season that up a little bit. I've got my deep fryer on about 190 degrees. The trick with squid cookery is nice and quick cookery. As a garnish for this, we've got a lemon wedge. We're going to toss it in parsley when it comes out of the fryer, and we've got a lemon and parsley mayonnaise as well. Okay, so we're going to take some of the squid. I don't want to overload the fryer, but we'll take a mixture of the squid rings, and we'll just pop those very carefully. Obviously, health and safety, very, very important when it comes to using a fryer. Never put too much in a fryer, otherwise you run the risk of the fryer, the oil getting too high. And we'll just let that cook. You're looking at around 3-4 minutes maximum. Okay, got a nice clean plate, got my lemon wedge. I've got a mayonnaise which has been seasoned with parsley and some lemon zest on top of that as well. Make sure you have a tray with some either J-cloth or blue paper on for when the squid comes out, just to drain it. And just drain the oil off. Have your tray over the fryer. And there we have our squids. So we're just going to dress that with a little bit of parsley. Nice clean plate. And then just pop a combination of the squid rings. And when it's cooked quick and simple like this, squid is absolutely delicious. It's nice and tender, it's not rubbery, as some people may feel. It's nice and tender, it's beautiful. Okay, so there we have the trimmings of the stuffed squids, calamari, lemon and mayonnaise.